Beep boop boop boop. Beep boop 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 boop. I love adventures. Everything special to me. La 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 la. Friday night. Here we are. Team Heel Podcast. Quack 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 quack. I know that's a shitty theme song, but hey, I'm fucking trying a cappella, alright? Just bear the fuck with me. What up, mother flowers? It is January 12th, 2018. I almost said 2017. Ah, fuck, there I go again with the botching. Team Heel Podcast, episode 228. We are live here on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/HeelSteven. We'll be taking live calls in just a bit. I do promise this week. We are taking the fucking live calls, mother flowers. You best believe it. It's Friday. Friday. Thank you all for tuning in live. I have a new overlay. Hope you like it. Shout out to Thrash Maniac 99, Levi, the Thrasher one himself. And thank you all for tuning in live each and every single week. It's always me, it's Steve here, the fat fuck himself here. I got a rock star here, feeling like a rock star. And no, I'm not Post Malone, nor I'm not 21 Savage, but you kind of get the gist, alright? And I'm not alone. I'm here joined by two awesome mother flowers as well. Mother flower number one, he's my brother from another mother, all the way in Bridgeport, Connecticut himself. Knowledge of Wrestling, Walter, how the fuck you been, buddy?
Oh, at least we know that's still not fixed.
Oh, the Bridgeport.
Walter, how are ya?
He is God. Does that mean they could hear us?
There you go. How the fuck you been, buddy?
Well, I'm here now. Yes, I am doing fine. It's been pretty warm outside. It's terrible, like foggy and rainy, but it's actually one of the warmest days of the winter, so I'm pretty good. I'm not freezing my ass off, so I'm ready to go. And you probably didn't hear anything of what I just said. Oh man.
Walter, you should cut off again, bro.
How the fuck did this happen again?
Walter? There you go. Well, there you go, bro.
There I go, what?
I hear you now,
Now you hear me. I already said I was doing fine. Can you hear me now?
I hear you now. The show's cutting up for some reason. I don't know why.
Everything's good?
Yeah, it's good now. Everything's Gucci right now, bro. We're Gucci now.
All right. Gucci. I was just saying it was pretty warm today, you know. It was in the 50s. So, I mean, it's pretty. Hey, that's warm to me.
For us, it's warm. For us, it's
warm,
okay?
That is warm. It was freezing just last week. It went from -12 to 50 in a week. So I'm proud. It's just rainy as fuck outside. So
exactly. And we're also joined, you can tell here, by the other one himself, the Impact Wrestling fanboy assassin himself. I heard he gave cousin Terrence a wedgie. Chase Oliver. Chase, how the fuck you been, buddy? How's California treating you?
It's been terrible. We had 2 days of straight rain.
You know what's crazy? It's actually raining over here right now as we speak.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
We had, but now it's nice and warm again. So all's right in the world. I'm actually, because like I talked to one of my good friends here on YouTube on Gold Standard 000. We talked about like how often, like he asked me, he was like, how often does it rain in California? And I said like probably out of all the days in the year, we only had like 50 days of rain or something like that. So like I actually want to keep track of this year of 2018 of how many days it rained. So we've had 2 days of rain, at least where I live in California. And right now Walter's talking about it's being warm. Outside right now it's like 70 degrees and it's nighttime. So picture that, people. Picture at night it being 70 degrees.
Oh, that's summertime.
That's summertime weather, man. That's summertime fine.
We always have that.
That's summertime fine right there, yeah. But we're here. It's crazy. Last week it was fucking, it was almost 6 degrees. Not even that. Like, it was in the negatives. Okay, it was in the negative degrees and now it's
Oh,
just
this is like so
warm.
annoying right now.
This winter is. I
You don't test it, man.
I know,
He's
Chase,
like,
you
yeah, I
don't
gotta
feel the
be
winter like
fair.
we do on the East Coast. It's the West Coast, the best coast. I
Took 20
understand
minutes
that.
to set that up.
But like, yo, it's insane. This winter, it's a weird one. And supposedly next week, we're supposed to go back to like the 10s and the 20s and shit, Walter. So,
oh man,
if you thought of hanging the North Face, putting the North Face away, don't do it, buddy. Don't fucking do it. Just saying. You know,
I might just might.
In the chat, yo, what up, Day 25? Chauncey Bullock, what up, what up, what up? Thank you all for tuning into the show. We'll be taking live call in just a little bit here. And the Skype's acting up. It is what it is. I had an issue with OBS a couple days ago. It's crazy. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I'm not going to hide shit right now, all right? So, I decided to download the latest OBS, right, on the laptop. Right? Keep it simple. I'm on a laptop. I don't have a phone computer, right? Still talking on the laptop I'm doing this shit on. And for some reason, it wouldn't respond. It wouldn't open and shit, right? So I decided to delete it, right? Delete the whole program, what have you. And I tried XSplit, Chase. And I know, Chase, you are a big supporter of the XSplit. So I tried using it. We had it before. And I had the same issue that I had a while back where XSplit on me would crash on me. I would try to record something, and the next thing you know, boom, just crashed on me and shit. So I tried restarting my laptop, and I re-downloaded OBS, and we're back on OBS again, pretty much.
Now, that's why we have these problems right now.
It happens, you know. No one's perfect, okay? No one's perfect. End of the day, okay? It is what it is. But there's just so much shit to get into today. There's been talks about apparently Paige having her career being ended because WWE medicals won't clear her. There's talks of freaking Samoa having a foot injury. Daniel Bryan probably, you know, leaving WWE in September when his deal is up. Apparently WWE furious with Bryan because Bryan will not re-sign a new deal because they really want to keep him. They don't want Bryan to go on the independent circuit. And there's so many other stuff, including our good friends over at the Owl Company. So sit tight, guys. Sit back, relax, and if you're smoking a blunt, enjoy it. Drinking alcohol tonight, feel free. And we'll be taking live call in just a little bit as well. We'll love to hear from you guys as well, as always. So, what do you guys want to get into first? What should we be our first thing that we should attack, if you will? You guys want to cover up first? Want to talk about Paige? Want to talk about Samoa Joe?
Whatever you
Do
feel
want to
like.
talk about how terrible Ron SmackDown this week has been?
All the topics are pretty much on the same level of how long we're going to talk about them. So.
Oh man. What's the most important one?
Yeah, let me know.
Paige one?
I guess. I mean, like.
Or is the Daniel Bryan one?
I don't know. It's like they both kind of like similar to me. It's like it sucks that Paige's career is over. You know, she was a okay talent. Like I'm not gonna say she was great like everyone else is. You know, but neck injuries you can't mess with. And I'm glad that they're trying to protect her and everything like that. And they said it's like similar to Edge's injury. So like obviously you know it's pretty bad if it's like similar to Edge's injury. So yeah, man, I guess like yeah, well, you know, she did better than most people did. I mean, she's like one of the youngest champions ever, so she didn't really have that bad of a career. So
I agree. I agree with you on that as well. I just want to know real quick again, because again, you know, it's unfortunate. Things happen, right? No one's perfect in the business.
Do you want to know if they can hear us?
Do you guys think? Cause I guarantee this is gonna happen right now. There's a lot of people on social media blaming Sasha Banks for this situation. Granted, yes, I'm aware. There's been a track record of how many people that's been hurt through Sasha Banks. But at the end of the day, let me just say that. Then I'm gonna get your guys' perspective as well after this. After I say my part here, okay? These men and women that step into the ring, they know what they sign up for. Okay, the moment they step in there, things happen. End of the day. So the whole notion that yes, you know, are there people that are careless? Absolutely. I'm 100% aware of that. But to blame it on someone, I think it's just so like a reach, in my honest opinion. What do you guys think?
Yeah, injuries can happen at any time. You know, like that's why we don't try this at home. That's what the WWE told us, you know, a long time ago. But for real, it's yeah, Sasha's reckless, and she does a bunch of stupid moves. But it's like, why are you gonna blame her? Like Paige has this there was a reason why she was in tag matches, okay? Because like they knew that she wasn't 100%. They were trying to keep her safe. That's the reason why she came back in the group and she didn't come back as just Paige herself, because they didn't want to risk it. The Royal Rumble was gonna be the match to see if Paige was back at 100%. That's what they were saving her for, was the Royal Rumble match. And there's no reason to blame Sasha, because what if like Becky Lynch did that? Y'all wouldn't be all upset at Becky, because that would be like the first time Becky has ever hurt someone. Or what if Bailey, Bailey to Bailey her or something like that, and she couldn't move ever again? Y'all wouldn't be upset at Bailey for doing that. I'm just saying, like, don't double standard it. Don't blame someone else for someone else's failure. Only you can fail. And the thing is, like, Paige took a bump. It was on the wrong side, unfortunately. But yeah, it's not Sasha's fault. It wasn't like Sasha. Like, if Sasha was like intentionally thinking about trying to hurt her, then yeah, blame her. But I don't think it was Sasha's intent. And at the same time, WWE, they have all these stupid house shows. It's more of like WWE's fault, because they have to have these dumb house shows. But that's the only way these wrestlers really get paid, is these house shows. That's why when people say, "Oh, don't have them work so much." Well, you realize if they don't work that much, they don't get fucking paid, right? They like money just as much as we do as human beings. I mean, it's not just that, they can do Raw and SmackDown and that's good enough for their paychecks. No. People don't understand that. That's why sometimes with some wrestling fans, they just say, it mind boggles me how much like they say they know the business and how they're knowledgeable, and then they go out there and they go, like, I always say, don't limit the house shows that you need to do. Like, don't make them do street fights and stuff like that. That was my thing, because remember when Seth Rollins got injured and I said it was so stupid that they had him in the street fight? Was I saying that, you shouldn't have Seth Rollins on house shows? No, he was your WWE champion. But at the same time, why is he in a fucking street fight with Kane that he doesn't need to be in? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The WWE was protecting Paige. They put Paige in a 6-man group. She was in a 6-man tag match. She took a wrong bump. That's it. No need to blame Sasha Banks. Like I said, you can blame Sasha Banks if she was intentionally trying to do that. If Sasha Banks comes out in an interview years from now and she's just like a train wreck because her career failed. She's like, yeah, and by the way, I almost tried to end Paige's career. Fuck her, or something like that. Then yeah, go right ahead, hate her. But as of now, no. Like, you can't blame Sasha for what happened. You can't be mad at Sasha for what happened. Shit happens, dude. I mean, Edge, his last match was against Del Rio, and from my record, Del Rio is not known to be a bad worker. Like, as much as it seems like Del Rio is stiff as hell, you have heard nothing but good things about Del Rio. You have never heard about Del Rio hurting anyone. So that's why I'm gonna say, like, sometimes shit happens, and that's why I'm just like annoyed with people that, like, I'm just annoyed that people are like, Steven, just say dumb stuff, man.
Walter, what about you, bro? I agree with you, Trace. Good insight there.
Yeah, pretty much agree with that as well. I think it's unfair for anyone to put the blame on Sasha. I saw some smarky comment about Sasha and Seth form a team, and I'm like, what the fuck? But either way, it's just unfortunate all around what happened to Paige. Her injury, her pretty much done in the ring, which honestly, at this point, based off her history, it's the best thing to do, to be honest, as much as, pains probably Paige fans or whoever. At such a young age as well. Maybe wrestling at a young age really hurt her because of that, because of all those injuries, because she's gotten injuries in the past as well, and it's probably caught up to her. And it sucks that at such a young age, but she was accomplished for the most part. Youngest Divas champion. They were pushing her for somewhat. She was gone NXT. But yeah, as for the injuries, what can you do? You can't really blame anyone for that. It's just gonna happen the more you wrestle, And thank God she's not paralyzed. Some serious shit could have went down. But luckily, it wasn't too serious. Well, serious enough for her to not wrestle anymore. But it could be worse. At least she's walking, So maybe it's best for her to not wrestle again, which sucks because I know this is what she lived for. She was dealing with a lot of shit before this, not even with the injury situation, like, all the things that they were talking about with her in this past summer. But what can you do? As far as limiting house shows, I understand where people are kind of coming from. But yeah, like at the end of the day, they got to make as much money as they can. But I mean, they could cut off some house shows, maybe a couple, but I mean, they got to wrestle as much as they can, pretty much. But they like, it doesn't have to be. They don't have to go all out with these house shows. It could be, some normal matches, could be short matches. But yeah, it's just, it sucks. It's no one's fault really. But yeah, Paige, she had a solid career. It wasn't bad. It was pretty solid. So at least that's the good thing about her. That her career was pretty solid.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm reading the comments real quick. I'm reading the comments here. You guys are awesome, by the way. Keep writing the comments. If you're new to the channel, hit that sub button down below. Give us a big old thumbs up and share it to your entire social media. We get Big Mike Wrestle Recap Show. Go check out, guys. Go check him. Awesome stuff that he does on his channel. He writes here, yeah, I agree with you, Chase. Rollins was in a street fight every show with Kane, and I 100% agree to limit the match type on house shows. Flame Black TV writes here, the kick was square as fuck. Hashtag Sasha's innocent. Y'all gonna ignore Mark Henry retirement, which we'll get into that too. We got a lot to talk about this week as well. But the whole thing again, it's fucked up. Yes, I remember. Excuse me, I just burped there, by the way. All right. I remember during the Stone Cold podcast that they did on the network with Paige, right? The most random thing in the world, right? In my opinion, that was a random episode, by the way, right? On the network that they did, out of all the podcasts that they did on the Steve Austin show, right? And I remember Paige said that she does have like scoliosis.
Oh yeah. So
and anything, that also, kind of like made things kind of worse if we think about it too. Again, it's fucked up. It's so unfortunate, right? She's retiring at age 25. But then again, though, listen, end of the fucking day, too, who's to say, right, she leaves WWE? Again, we're not even sure she's going to leave or not, right? But let's assume for a minute that she does. Does that mean that she's not going to wrestle? Because she's still going to wrestle. She's still going to go out there, go on the indie circuit. No, I'm not insinuating that she should or not. I'm not insinuating that. But these things are going to happen, though.
No, I mean, if WWE, but then again, when we talk about Daniel Bryan, but I feel like with the neck injury, I feel like that's something you don't mess around with. Like there's a difference, like Daniel Bryan, we don't know what's wrong with him. Like his injury is like the weirdest thing ever. But I don't think she's gonna mess around on the indies. Like, and if she does, it'll probably be like gimmick tag matches with her mom. That's it. Other than that, I don't think she should mess around. And if anything, if I'm WWE, I'll just keep her around to like kind of be there, type of deal. Like just like, keep her around
as
and stuff like that.
As an ambassador, pretty much for like young women.
Yeah,
like that.
Why not?
Exactly. Absolutely.
She can be like William Regal. She can go to like the British events and try to find talent and stuff like that.
I agree with you on that, Chase. 100% on that. And you think about it too. Apparently, it went from her potentially not being clear to be in the women's Rumble match. Her and a lot of women wanted to be in that match, what have you. To now, keep this in mind, it's not official. It's not confirmed that she's done in the ring. We're not saying that. We're not insinuating that. There have been those reports, but from what it looks like, it's potentially it potentially might happen, right? Just saying. Fame Black here writes, she should collect a nice paycheck being the voice of or training these young. And then exactly, yeah, that could be also, well, I don't see the.
I'm pretty sure she could make like $100K a year by just doing that, and then plus she lives in Florida, and plus knowing WWE, they'd probably take care of her housing and stuff like that. Because they give these NXT guys like apartments and shit like that. So I'm pretty sure they would help her out if she stayed in Florida, and it's a nice state. It's tax free. I mean, and especially she probably makes a lot more too because there's probably some other endorsements that she's a part of. Yeah, why not?
Exactly, absolutely. But we'll see where this goes, man. Because again, it's very unfortunate at a young age, 25. I'm older than her. I think a lot of us here. I think Chase. I think you're also older than her, right? You're also older than her.
What? No, she older than me. The fuck?
I thought you were like in your mid-20s this whole fucking time.
I am in my mid-20s, but she older than me by a year.
I'm 27. Okay, I'm 27.
I turned 25 this month, man. I turned 25 in 4 days.
Oh shit, dude! You gonna do your birthday, bro?
I don't know, dude. Probably nothing because it's the day before school.
You better hope Vitor. Vitor should win for you, bro. Vitor should dedicate that win for you, man.
Oh, that'd be the great. Wait, he's fighting Uriah Hall this weekend?
I think so. Next week or this
week? It's in his last fight.
I don't know why they're having these stupid fight cards in the UFC, but I turned 25, man. I turned the same age as Paige. You know, she's done a lot more than I have, but literally, yes.
I know. She done. We're not gonna go there. Okay, she done a lot more.
Hey, I've seen some people like Grimm's Toy Show saying, "Hey, wouldn't it be a bad idea if she went into the adult film industry?" So,
why not?
Grimm's Toy Show,
it could work. Actually.
Could work. Again, we're not insinuating that. We're not being misogynist here. We're not being fucked up. Okay, a lot of you feminists out there think, how dare you guys say that right now? What's wrong with you guys? She's retiring and shit.
But money talks.
Money talks. Bullshit walks. Yeah.
It's possible.
That. I'm just saying, yo. I'll be all in favor. Bang Bros were to hit up Paige, yo. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen. It can Vivid, do a sequel with
only on a
Sunny,
really good deal.
Good fucking deal. Good deal, people. Good fucking deal. Big money, big problem. Just saying, all right? Damn, I had the young buck here. I'm 22 by Big Mike's Wrestle Recap show. She was on Lillian Garcia's podcast, and she says she wasn't supposed to wrestle. Interesting stuff. But again, speaking of more injuries, okay, let's move on here. So let's see, segue here. We're still in the whole injury, platoon here, if you will.
Injury prone
here. Samoa Joe is another one. So this past Monday night on Raw, if you guys actually sat through Raw like I did, right? Apparently Samoa Joe injured his foot.
There was, I don't know, Steven, if you pay attention, but there was something way more important to me on Monday night
college
than
football.
Fucking Raw.
College
football.
Dude. I'm not a football fan, dude. I'm not big into football. I tell you guys what. You know what? Fuck this. Next season of the NFL. Next season, yo. Next year, I'm gonna be one of those fans, yo.
Hey, maybe we should do a bootleg of the USA show, man. Like the NFL fanatic. We can try to get you into football somehow, Walter and I.
Have me find a team,
yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be tough,
dude. I wish I could get paid like that, dude. He gets paid to go. He gets paid to like pretend he likes football. That's good shit right there.
He's Scotsman, right? The guy's a Scotsman or whatever.
Yeah, he's from Scottish. He's in Scotland.
Good for him. I'm of Drew McIntyre, the commissioner. Good for him. Just saying. All right, good for him. But again, Samoa Joe's another one that injured his foot in a match with Rhino of all people. Fucking
dude,
Rhino.
TNA 2007, man. I swear to God. Like, I didn't know. When I saw that on my TV,
man.
I was like, I didn't know I was watching Impact 2007. Samoa Joe and Rhino.
Brought some good memories.
Oh, man. Remember the day when Samoa Joe got kidnapped, yo, by the triads, yo? Remember that?
Yeah, we're talking about Samoa Joe and Rhino wrestling, man. That has nothing to do with the feud.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Trying to talk about Samoa Joe getting kidnapped by ninjas.
Okay, I remember that. Okay. It was. I remember it was a pay-per-view, right? It was Monsters Ball. It was Rhino versus Samoa Joe versus Monty Brown. Remember the alpha male, Monty Brown?
Right.
The pound, so right. And there was a moment in the match where I think Joe has Monty Brown in the coquina clutch, right? He didn't like go on his back or anything like that. And then Rhino does like a fucking gore. And I think they bring down the set, whatever, or they go to that tunnel and shit. One or the other. It was crazy. Looking back on that, but there's word going around that Samoa Joe might miss the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that foot injury looks serious.
It's a serious one from what I've been hearing as well.
Yeah, injury. He came into WWE too late, man. He's getting injury prone.
Not that he came into. I think again, these things happen. Okay, mistakes happen. Like I said, you know what I mean?
Yeah, when you get older.
Yeah, exactly. When you get older, it's one of those things. Again, it just fucking happen. Okay, end of the day. But it's one of those things.
He just came back from an injury.
Yeah, he did. A couple months ago, right? He came back and they didn't have him wrestling and shit until like I don't know. Point of the matter is, again, it sucks. Now, again, we don't even know if he's if he's gonna miss the Rumble or not. Because again, for all we know, he'll probably be back in. Apparently, this injury they say it's 2 weeks, a 2-week delay. Who the fuck knows? But again, when you think about it right now, the fact that he might possibly miss the Royal Rumble is another one. Can you think about it too, right? You wonder who's going to be in this match.
He
Granted,
might possibly.
He might possibly. You know, it's funny, right? So if you guys watched Raw this past Monday, Samoa Joe got interviewed by Renee Young after the. Charlie Caruso, right? At the end of his match, right? And I hate these post-fight interviews. I just do. I hate them. Okay, and they reference. So when he said, "I'm entering the Royal Rumble," right? They asked him about his thoughts about going up there against the likes of, guys like Shinsuke Nakamura, Randy Orton, even John Cena. And then Samoa Joe, and they mentioned Cena. Because, again, there's history there. There's history and shit. He vowed to be the one to eliminate John Cena. Right? Now, I don't know about you guys, but when you heard all of this, they're planning the seats for WrestleMania? Even though there's also been talks of Undertaker versus John Cena. I'll be real with you. I would not mind seeing Joe versus Cena at WrestleMania.
I think that's where they're going.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, they're definitely going with Joe versus Cena. That's fine because what is Cena, dude? The big rumor is not Cena versus Joe. You know what the big rumor is for Cena's match in Mania? That's not what I want to see. Cena and Taker. Nope, I don't want to see that match. Please no. So hopefully, I have a feeling this Joe and Cena match might be for Fastlane, whatever pay-per-view they're gonna have before Mania, unfortunately. But if it's a Mania match, why not? These two kind of got in the same training grounds together, so it's better than the Cena Taker option for sure.
What about you, Chase? What do you think?
I don't know, man. Undertaker has some pull in that company. I mean, he can go to Vince and be like, "I put over your big dog, and now you got to give me the match I want." Because remember, Taker said he won the Cena match last year, and then for whatever reason, Nikki Bella had to get her moment, and then Vince was like, "No, you got to face Roman. Put Roman over. Damn it." So
I don't
know, man. I'm just saying, even if Joe was healthy, man, like. Samoa Joe missed last year's WrestleMania when he was fully healthy. What makes you want to see a Cena and Joe match at WrestleMania and stuff? Because his momentum has derailed. Let's just be real here. Like his momentum derailed when he got injured the first time, and then he came back and he was doing all this do nothing stuff, man. Like he was like, "Oh, I beat up the Shield." It's like you didn't do shit, man. The Bar was beating them up. You just stood there and like breathed on Dean Ambrose or something, and you're saying you're doing it. And yeah, you've been having great matches with Roman. But, like, even the promo this week, he goes, like, "There's no losers in that match that we just had." Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you lost.
I'm trying to cover that up. I was like, well, I don't know, man. Why didn't you just say you'll get your revenge or something?
Yeah, you just be like, or just admit that, hey, Roman was the better man, but I will kill him next time with my machete or something. I don't know. Like, for me personally, man, it's just. It's like Samoa Joe. It's a bummer he'll miss the Rumble, and I'm pretty sure the Rumble would have been nice for him to kind of gain some momentum, especially in Philadelphia, that Smart Mark crowd. He would be a huge favorite and everything, but I don't think. I feel like because Raw 25 will be really telling about what Old Man Taker wants in his life. Because if Old Man Taker wants free agent Cena, he's going to get free agent Cena. But free agent Cena's facing, they literally now say free agent John Cena. So I'm going to call him
free agent Cena. Wow.
Free agent Cena, dude. He doesn't have any. He can do whatever the fuck. Why doesn't anyone else become a free agent then? Like, seriously, what's the point of this brand? This is another reason why the brand split's stupid. They let John Cena run around do whatever the fuck he wants because he's a free agent. Well, why can't anyone else do this if they're a free agent?
Yeah, Heath Slater was kind of doing it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Why would you want to be on one brand if you could just do the same shit, but on two brands?
Free agent Roman Reigns.
I mean,
because I don't know. It's because it's Cena, obviously.
All these wrestlers are dumb, man. But yeah, when it came down to it, man, it sucks for Joe. But at the end of the day, Raw 25 will be the ultimate storytelling. As if Undertaker, I don't want to see Undertaker and Cena to be honest. That match has passed. And plus, after the last performance you saw of Undertaker, where he couldn't even keep up with the big dog, man, I don't want to see that. Like, I love Undertaker and I respect the hell out of him. Part of my childhood and everything, but I don't want to see him face Cena in like a boring finisher fest match that doesn't even have any like stakes or impact anymore because there's no streak. Like he lost twice already at Mania.
Oh, man. Why couldn't they couldn't just let Roman break the streak instead? They let Lesnar break it.
I know, man. It's true. They they let Roman be the one. I mean, then again, honestly, yo, I feel like Roman should have been the one to end the streak at WrestleMania 30.
Well, he was gonna be. If you think about it, if Taker beat Lesnar, who else was Taker gonna lose to? Shane McMahon. So I mean, you can't really rewrite the history now. But with Taker, I thought his match with Roman's probably the best. Like that suited well for him to be his last match, even though he went out bad, kind of. But it looked like he was gonna end his career there, and now he wants one more match. And with Cena, I'm just not buying it. I don't know.
Oh, I hear you, man.
That should have been the 30 match for sure. WrestleMania 30.
Of course, it should have been the 30 match.
Not Cena and Wyatt, where Cena wins, LOL, and fucking Taker facing Lesnar, having Lesnar break the streak like that. Might as well have Cena break the streak.
No, you would have got more payoff too with Cena too.
Yeah.
Because Cena could be like, I had to do what I had to do, and that's just it. If you don't respect me for it, I understand. And like, he would have no-sold it. It would be great.
I know, right? No-sold the shit out of it too, yeah. You guys don't understand, man, what it was like. And maybe we'll see. I doubt it, but maybe we'll see the heel John Cena that everyone been wanting to see for a while now and shit.
Dude, like, free agent Cena doesn't need to be a heel. Even
free agent Cena will not be. He's a part-timer now.
Free agent Cena, man. Let him be a free agent, dude. Everyone else is on these stupid Raw and SmackDown deals. Cena's on the real money deal.
What about Taker? Taker's a free agent too, kind of.
Oh, free agent.
Right.
No. Oh, dude, that could be the battle then. That could be the reason.
The free agent battle.
Who keeps the free agent status?
So we had Taker, Cena.
I'm free agent.
Even Lesnar's not a free agent.
Yeah, Lesnar's on Raw, dude. He's a Raw. He was drafted to Raw.
Drafted. He wasn't even the first pick.
Yeah, dude. Hey, we gotta have Seth Rollins be the first pick.
Seth Rollins. What's he doing now?
Yeah, dude, Seth Rollins was the first pick.
Word.
Wow. Dean Ambrose was the first pick on SmackDown. Look what happened. They lost their top guy.
Oh yeah, dude. They drafted their first pick is now Mid Carter on Raw. What a great draft by SmackDown, dude. The A-Show. They know what they're doing.
They had Cena. They drafted Cena, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah, they did. They drafted Cena and Orton. Everyone's like, "Oh, this shows how the show's changing. Randy and Cena are now on the B show
on the same brand, and they faced each other
same
too.
Brand. Don't change, guys. We sell the same fuckers on the same show doing the same shit."
And Bray Wyatt was one of the top picks.
Yeah, all of SmackDown's top picks on Raw now. That's funny as hell.
Minus Orton.
Think about this, yo. Free agent Randy Orton, yo. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Orton might be a free agent soon. I mean, I heard he's going part-time, so.
Free agent Triple H, yo.
Dude, Triple H is no free agent. He's the COO.
He's the COO. He can't be a free agent.
I'm just saying, yo.
Steven, how dare you lump my boy Triple H into this jobberhood right here? Come on, man.
I know. I'm reading the comments here, yo. Big Mike writes here. Everybody came into WWE late. Our future is the past from other promotions with 2 smiley emojis. Fame Black writes here. I'm pitching Undertaker shows up on Raw 25 to debut the new comedy gimmick or old biker gimmick. I hope it's the old biker gimmick because that's the case to be the new GM after they either fire Bryan or Angle. The man left his gloves, hat, and the jacket in the ring. He doesn't have gear anymore. Kayfabe-ly. Cena will never be a heel by TN Couponer. What up, TN Couponer? How you doing, buddy? And even Walter's family in the background got an idea to pitch for John Cena, yo. Let's go.
Hell yeah. They think that the free agent Cena is a great idea.
It's the best idea happening, yo.
He should never sign a contract again because look at all these movie deals he got now. So,
I tell you,
and he's hosting what, the Teen Kids Awards again? I don't know
the Nickelodeon Kid Choice Award, by the way, he's hosting. I'm not gonna lie, yo. When I was a kid,
with his wife,
I used to be a fan of that show when I was a kid, yo. That worse. Not just for the simple fact that someone's getting slimed, yo. That was it.
What?
Yeah, man. You're never a fan of the Nickelodeon Teen Choice Awards or Kids Choice Awards, whatever the fuck it was back in the day?
No, I never watched that shit, man.
Who the hell did watch that? Actually, I watched.
I was pissed because that would be the one night because they would always do the Teen Choice Awards where they'd show new episodes of like Jimmy Neutron, Fairly Odd Parents and stuff, and I'd be pissed off because I had to wait through this stupid show just to watch the new episodes.
Like
I don't
care.
Awards. I remember one time I was so pissed off, man, because like I was on my weekly routine, and the Teen Choice Awards were on, or the Kids Choice, whatever the hell the stupid little satellites are. I don't even know what they were and stuff like that they give. Like they gave out the blimp, right? They gave them like an orange blimp, right?
Yeah, the blimp. Yeah, the blimp.
Yeah. They had the orange blimp, and the only reason why I remember that is because of the I think it was McDonald's. They had like Happy Kids meals or whatever their kids meal thing is. It was all Nickelodeon crap. But yeah, anyways, back to what I was saying about this Nickelodeon Teen Choice or Kids Choice Awards. Yeah, man, I remember I was pissed. One time I was like, super excited for like this Rugrats like marathon. Like every I think it was Saturday, they would show like 4 episodes of Rugrats back to back to back, and I was like super hyped because it was just getting into the good Rugrats seasons. You know, not when they're like poorly drawn and they look like they don't use enough coloring pencils. But man, the fresh stuff, man, and they had like Kimmy and Dale was still kind of like Dale was still there and stuff like that. Like this was like the fresh seasons, man, when the animation was up. I was like all hype, man, and then I turned on to Nickelodeon, and man, dude, I saw like I think it was like Nick Cannon, like y'all rainbow in it. I was like, what the fuck is this, dude? Man, dude, I just want to watch the Rugrats, man. Yeah, Nickelodeon, though, I'm gonna be there. Nickelodeon had better shows than Cartoon Network ever had, man.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I think more because I grew up on Nickelodeon. I did.
That's more memorable shows for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know, Slime Time Lab was another one. My favorite shows growing up as a kid too.
And they had more channels than Cartoon Network. Like there are a lot of sister channels. Yeah. I don't know what they are now, but I think they have a retro Nick channel. I don't fucking know, but
I don't know either. I'll tell you guys what. Let's take it to the streets right now. I know we got more stuff to talk about as well, but right now let's take it to the streets. Let's give people to see what they got to say about this whole situation with Paige, Joe, or anything they want to ask us as well. So you guys want to call in, right? The number's right there on the screen, 718-473-0813. You call in right now. Give us your thoughts, what you want to talk about, what have you, and it's your opportunity to, you know, give us your thoughts, give us your opinions. What do you guys want to, you know? Again, the floor is yours, guys. Call in right now. If you guys want to call in, the lines are available. You know what I mean? If you want to ask questions and shit like that, I'm gonna test out this shit as well, if you will. I'm testing it out, and we're good. All right. So regarding that as well, you know, it's just one of those things where, to me, again, Nickelodeon was always better, in my honest opinion.
Like I feel Cartoon Network, like don't get me wrong, Cartoon Network has some great like Ed, Edd and Eddy, Powerpuff Girls, and stuff like that. Like they have their
Dexter's
good
Laboratory.
Shows. Dexter's Laboratory. But like I can tell you on a consistent basis, Nickelodeon has better episodes than like for every one good Dexter Laboratory episode there's like 5 good Rugrats episodes. For every one good Powerpuff Girl episode there's like 8 Hey Arnold episodes. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like the quality of shows, man. Like that. I'll even go as far, man, that Disney cartoons are sometimes better than what's they called? I almost said Toys R Us and stuff like that. That Disney cartoons are better than Cartoon Network cartoons. Because like, dude, like I can tell you so many episodes of Recess off the top of my head. I can tell you shit about like half the episodes like from back in the day of like Dexter and stuff like that. You know, like I can tell you so much though about like Recess and Aladdin, the TV show, and whatever else they had on there, man. But I feel like Disney, when they make a good cartoon, they know what they're doing, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, Recess was a huge one.
Recess was another one too.
Recess is like the MVP of Disney shows, though. Like that's one of the top 10 kid shows ever, man.
Recess, what else that? Even Steven was another one too, yeah.
That was it's a cartoon show. Cartoon.
Okay.
Proud Family.
Proud Family.
Yeah.
True day.
Kim Possible. Kim Possible was another.
Possible was big too.
American Dragon.
No, that was the downfall of the Disney.
Probably, yeah. That was the last.
You want to know why? Because Bryan Danielson, I heard the original American Dragon, decided to steal that name, that character name and shit.
Steal it from that.
I'm trolling, dude. I don't fucking know, man. For all we,
it wouldn't surprise me if he was in the room one night, like after like doing a thumbtack war match or something, and he turned it on. Disney was going on, and it was like American Dragon. He's like, oh, that's my new name. My new gimmick.
American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
No, that was one of their bad ones, man. Like they started falling off after Kim Possible left, man. Once Kim Possible, I mean, Lilo and Stitch was good, but it was just kind of like because there were 626 experiments, and you knew they weren't going to fit all of these idiots into like. There's no way he was going to have like 500. Like even they tried to combine a couple into a few episodes. But you couldn't even do that, man. That was just way too much, man. And then some of them were like getting lazy. Like there was one that was like an ice one, and then there was another one that if he touched stuff, it made things cold. And literally, the one-eyed alien was like, "Wait, didn't we take care of the frozen one already?" And then Jumbo's like, "No, this one could touch it, and it becomes cold." It's like, what's the difference?
Exactly.
One freezes, the other's just cold. Oh damn.
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
Lilo and Stitch.
Idiot.
Yeah. All right, caller, you on here?
Good?
What up?
Yeah, what's good? It's the social media extraordinaire Fame Black. What's going on, everybody?
Fame Black, how the fuck you been, buddy?
Hey, man, I'm in all types of shit over here. You know what I'm saying? You need to get in 2018. I had to call in. I was commenting and shit, and it just didn't feel complete enough. So I figured I'd stop in and come on the air and get on this heel wave.
Exactly, man. That's what's been on your mind, bro. What's been on your mind?
Hey, man, ain't shit. I mean, y'all clearly some Cartoon Network marks up in this bitch. Y'all try to switch it around to all Nickelodeon was better, but y'all hate the Slime Time or the Slime Time Live and the Kids' Choice Awards. That shit was always bomb.
I feel like
man.
I feel like Slime Time as I got older was as a good weekday afternoon, like after school type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then that was the only thing they had though. I feel like after that, their game shows were just downhill. Like I guess the last game show that I thought was good from Nickelodeon was remember Figure It Out. I remember Figure It Out.
Yeah.
Fuck Figure It Out, man. Legends of the Hidden Temple, baby.
Yeah, that too, but I'm talking about like the last one.
Man, undefeated champs.
Word, yeah. I was always a fan of the Purple Parrots, and they never fucking won. They never fucking won. God damn it.
Jobbers.
The Purple Parrots.
Purple Parrots.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Was it the Silver Cobras? I don't know. The Silver Cobras always fucking won.
Silver Snakes, yo. The Silver Snakes.
Silver Snakes or them Blue Barracudas, man. It's injustice.
Always winning. Those are the only teams that would win. But I think you misheard us. We said that Nickelodeon is better than Cartoon Network. We're not Cartoon Network, Mark. I was even making the claim that Disney makes better cartoons than Cartoon Network. I was just saying like,
now you're crazy. But listen, gentlemen, I wanted to bring up something that was important to me. It affects me personally, and I wanted to talk about it more wrestling wise because everybody's like, oh, we knew it, but Mark Henry is done. He's done. He ain't got no more left in the tank. And I'm sad about it, man. It breaks my heart. Mark Henry was the man. He was one of the first black, he came in and he was black and he went through all these terrible gimmicks and they hooked him up with a transvestite and they even said he had a sex addiction and he told the therapist in the sex addiction meeting that he fucked his sister. Like there's so much crazy shit going on and he made it over 20 years. That dude is a milestone. That dude is a miracle and he never got released or anything and he doesn't get enough credit, in my opinion.
I hear you, man. I think with Mark Henry is one of those things where, yeah, no matter what you gave him, yeah, you know what? It was shitty gimmicks, what have you, right? Who could forget Sexual Chocolate? Who could forget,
man, that's a good gimmick. I mean, they fucked it up in the end, but Sexual Chocolate is a good gimmick. That's funny. That was good stuff.
Who can't forget, who can't remember of the fucking gimmick where he had that one night stand with Mae Young, whatever, with Mae Young, and they gave birth to the hand.
He was with her. That was his girl. That was his lady.
Yeah. Henry started, he started in 96, though. He started in 96. I'm getting that comment by Coupon right here in the comment threads.
Dude came in 96 from being the world's strongest man and stayed for 20 years. And I was even hyped when everybody had given up on Mark Henry when he did the fake retirement speech, and everybody remembers that. He slammed John Cena. He says, I got a lot more left in the tank.
That was crazy.
And that was just one of the best. It was one of the highlight moments of his career. Black world champion, it was black excellence everywhere, and it was just great stuff. And I just, a lot of people just like, yeah, Mark Henry's retiring. We all knew. But it's like he doesn't get enough respect for being the man, being strong, and taking all those gimmicks.
And that's what he did. Remember that? That's what I do.
That's what I do.
I mean, I hear you, man. At the end of the day, I think he does deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. If it's not this year, maybe in 2 years from now, he'll be in the Hall of Fame, I believe. But yeah, Mark Henry, I'll be real with you. I always thought of him as a good athlete. Even when that last heel run that he had, the Hall, what was it when he took out Cena? Was it Money in the Bank? That was the event, right, guys? Money in the Bank.
Philadelphia, baby.
Yeah, it was Cena versus Henry, and Henry came out with a bald head, looked like a Rick Ross and shit. Huh?
Right in Philadelphia, right where I'm from. That's what I'm talking about.
Chase, Walter, what about you guys? What was your guys' fond memory of Mark Henry, if anything? Yeah, anything you want to chime in on this?
Yeah, I feel like Mark Henry was just like a late bloomer. I feel like that's what kind of like some people are going to remember his career for, because let's not forget, man, like early days of Mark Henry were just, minus Sexual Chocolate, him being a character, just overall, though, he was just super green. And I feel like he didn't really hit his stride until after like 05, 06-ish. Like that's when you start to really see like Mark Henry start to improve overall as a competitor. But like even then in 06, 07, man, they were like sleeping on him hard. Like he wasn't really doing stuff. And then like ECW, it was kind of like, that was kind of like a bad rep for him. But like it's just because ECW just had such a bad name overall, because it was WWE ECW, not ECW. But yeah, Mark Henry.
Tony Atlas.
Yeah, Tony Atlas, man. Yeah, no, because like Mark Henry though, he's one of the more underrated big man performers. But I feel like the reason why is because he is such a late bloomer, and I feel like like his start of his career was kind of and then the end of the career is kind of the same way how he started. It's kind of minus the Rusev stuff where he was like crying in the middle of the ring doing the accolade, which was great acting on his part. He hasn't really done much where it's just kind of like you will remember him by. It's more of like the only thing that I always remember is the Hall of Pain stuff. Like the Hall of Pain stuff was great, and unfortunately due to injuries, that ruined what could have been a mega match between him and Sheamus at WrestleMania 28. Take your Daniel Bryan and shove it up your ass. Daniel Bryan should be thanking Mark Henry for having those injuries, because if Mark Henry never had those injuries, Mark Henry would have been walking into WrestleMania 28 WrestleMania 28. He'll be walking to WrestleMania 28 as champion, facing Sheamus in a big mega match. Because remember, at SummerSlam 2011, they had that one match that went to a count-out victory for Mark Henry, and they were kind of teasing at the fact that, hey, maybe they would go with Sheamus and Mark Henry down the road, and it seemed like they were going to go down that route. But, man, they messed up big time. Like, if Sheamus and Mark Henry, that would have been a huge and a really good WrestleMania World Heavyweight title match, man. So Daniel Bryan should honestly be thanking Mark Henry for being injured at that time. Because without Mark Henry being injured, we wouldn't be seeing Daniel Bryan, and hell, Daniel Bryan probably wouldn't even be over. Funny how some shit works.
Damn, so you just accredited Daniel Bryan's whole WWE success to Mark Henry. That is amazing. That was great. I love it.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, and I can agree with you. I can see that too. You think about that, like, if Henry never got hurt and all that, Bryan probably would not have that moment. And then maybe not at that moment, but maybe later on, we would have seen the Yes move. But at the same time, though, it would have not got, I think, the same reaction that it.
The Yes movement started because people were pissed that Daniel Bryan finally is on WrestleMania on the main card defending the world title, and it lasted all of what, 24 seconds? I can't even remember off the top of my head. Like 18. That's the only reason why it started. If this happened at Backlash or fucking Extreme Rules or Payback or Capital Punishment or whatever the hell these jobber pay-per-views are, no one would care. And the post crowd wouldn't be all like, yes. Like, no, yes. WrestleMania was the main reason.
Indeed it was. They gave you a reason. Mother flowers. They gave you a reason. What about you, Walter? You seem really quiet there, Walter.
No, I was just hearing you guys. Mark Henry, he was definitely an interesting one, but overall, yeah, I enjoyed his last few, like, I guess half of his career, because his first few, I didn't really keep up with him with that, but yeah, like, Really not anything interesting at the beginning of his career. I mean, they gave him a lot of dumb gimmicks, I do agree. But then, when he came to SmackDown, if took out Batista and all that, it was like, oh, wow, they're trying to do something with Mark Henry. And I think it's when he won that first world title, it was like, oh, shit, like I'm actually digging Mark Henry, and this whole pain stuff was great.
Exactly, dude.
But yeah, the injuries really did fuck everything up, and then even the fake retirement speech with Cena, that was good stuff. You could have argued maybe at least he probably should have won that WWE title maybe for what, maybe 1 month, and he could have kept it for a day or a month.
Because they needed Daniel Bryan to win at SummerSlam because it's all about Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan never gets pushed. Remember, guys, Daniel Bryan never gets pushed. But yet they give him a title over Cena, so just saying.
Yeah, with Mark Henry.
I'm reading the comments here. By Chauncey Bullock here. Now, again, take this for what it's worth. I think Mark Henry still have one last run. I want to see Jeff Hardy versus Mark Henry.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. Why? Yeah. That'd be cool. I mean, I don't know about the last run in him. I mean, again, it's his choice. Really, his health and all that stuff. But,
they're not going to give him a last run. That's why.
They're not. I mean, I would say that this is just my honest opinion, of course. You could have Mark Henry have one last Mania match. Why the fuck not? I mean, yeah, he's retired, but honestly, what better way to have him retire WrestleMania?
Against Jeff Hardy?
No. If anything, I remember, I think it was Samoa. He said this like 2 years ago. Have him be the one to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Because at this point in juncture, that Battle Royal doesn't mean shit. Okay? That Battle Royal, it's a piss break match.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, think about it.
A lot of good winners, man.
Yeah,
epic winners like Mojo Rawley.
Yeah, Mojo Rawley could win the U.S. title. Yeah, man.
Baron Corbin, the former Money in the Bank, and U.S. winner.
Gronk should have won
Cesaro.
Gronk should have won that. Gronk should have won that shit.
So that Big Show won the battle.
I'll say this. Big Show was actually the only winner I liked so far because he should have won the Battle Royal anyways. I mean, his whole gimmick is based off the fact that he's Andre the Giant's kid. Remember back in WCW, he was like the Giant.
Not his fucking gimmick.
The Giant! It's Diente! By the way,
he's the only one where I'm like, okay, he's a good winner. And I remember the IWC, they were pissed at that. They're like, oh, Damian Mizdow.
Yeah, because Mizdow.
Look at him. He's still doing the same shit on Impact if he's still with that company. Dressing up as a chicken and shit.
We're going to get into Allison just a little bit, guys. Just hang on tight.
I heard he gained some weight.
I heard he's retired.
Retired and he gained weight.
Sandals, he's not on the roster. He's done. If you go on, if they still have, if Impact still has a website, which I don't even know. If they still have a fucking website, right?
It's a GoDaddy.
It's the GoDaddy now. It's just
the GoDaddy website.
Oh, right? It has to be, man.
No. What's that website where you can make one for free? WordPress.
Weebly.
It's like a Wix.
Weebly.com or now what's that what's that one that all the other podcasts are sponsoring and shit? Freaking Squarespace and shit. Squarespace.com.
You mean Squarespace sponsors them? Podcasts don't sponsor.
But you know what I mean. They mentioned, but you know what I mean. Hey, listen, Squarespace.
You know what's bad? Okay, so I'm on ImpactWrestling.com right now. It's still fucking loading.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay.
Dude, it's the most saddest scene ever, dude. It's still loading. It's like, man, we don't know why you're trying to visit this website. We haven't paid the
I know.
We don't know what the website right now. ImpactWrestling.com.
Yeah, dude, while
that shit is still loading.
Yeah, dude. It's still
quick question, Chase. While you're there, Chase, while you're there, can you find out if they're still doing the brown bag and blue bag special?
That's Shop TNA, dude. So I
Shop
guess.
Impact.
So, whatever. Same shit, dude.
Dude, the shit is loading.
ShopTNA.com.
Check if they're selling the 6-sided ring. Check if they're selling it on that website there.
ShopTNA.com.
Well, Walter, it's not Shop Impact. It's still Shop TNA.
Well, the URL's Shop TNA, but this thing says Shop Impact.
Shop TNA, man. What's this own? What's this GWN? What's this? This own. They're like, watch classic Impact matches and legendary pay-per-views anytime, anywhere. But is that their WWE network?
Are you sure I'm in the right thing? Shop TNA.
It's their global wrestling network. We'll get into that just a little bit as well.
This shit looks this terrible. This site looks horrible. Shop
Dude,
TNA.
they're like they have like this Rivals DVD. One night on, and Matt Hardy's on it.
Matt Hardy versus CC3.
Yeah,
check that. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah. They're trying to go off WWE success.
Indeed, yo, absolutely, absolutely. The nerve of these guys.
That was the deal for the broken stuff. That was the deal that they made right there.
Exactly.
That's why they can sell that.
Hey, okay, so Steven, I don't know if they still are selling the brown bags, but they do have the they have the hat brown bag. I don't know if they have the
hat.
Man, it's all, listen, I think we can all agree. Okay, I think we can all agree, right? End of the day, whether we, again, say what you want, but the brown bag special for the DVDs was like the best thing they had.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Oh yeah, they do the brown. No, they just have like.
You know what, yo? You know what? I'm about to go on that site right now. I'm about to buy a couple DVDs, yo.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh my god! ImpactWrestling.com is still fucking loading.
Yeah, it said cannot open page on my thing.
Oh, it's on
white. It said the server stopped responding.
Here's 1 minute. So guys,
don't buy any DVDs. Just wait. Wait 3 months till Vince McMahon buys the TNA library and add it to the network. Man. All right, don't even worry about no DVDs.
Man, I got right here. I got the DVDs right here. I got Destination X, 2007. I got Lockdown 08.
It's like he's pulling out a bunch of cassette tapes right now. It's a VHS situation you're pulling out.
I got Against All Odds. I don't know what year this was, but 07. What else we got here in the drawer of Steve here? We got Final Resolution 06. Oh shit! Just drops a Rockstar, but you kind of get the idea. I got all
bag specials.
I got the hits here, man. I got all the hits. I'm just waiting for them to come out on Blu-ray, yeah. For real, they better come out with Blu-rays.
Dude, okay, shit. I went to the Shop Impact theme, and like they had the brown bag, and the first comment I see is from this guy named Justin Ingram. Now I don't know if he's still watching Impact Wrestling. But he wrote this because he posted this 34 weeks ago. He put this in the comment: trying to get a Velvet Sky shirt for men.
What?
Whatever you're smoking, dude. Good luck with that.
Why don't you just buy one instead of buying the brown bag special?
Indeed. I'll tell you guys what, let's take some more calls here, guys. You guys want to call into the show? Call in right now. We got Fame Black here on the line as well, rolling with us here and shit. The Snapchat extraordinaire. If you guys will also want to be, if you guys,
whoa, let's calm it down. See, Snapchat ended their contract with me as of December, so in January I became the social media extraordinaire. Okay, so I'm not just limited to Snapchat now. I do all of it.
He's like free agent Cena, Steven.
Free agent Fame
Absolutely.
Black. He's on Facebook. He's
free agent Fame.
One a week he's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
I did a massive Instagram story today that also tied into my Facebook. It was a good look. Everybody should look at it.
Indeed. If not, you should get into Beam, yo. They still have Beam.
I got ImpactWrestling.com to load, guys. The first thing I see is so beautiful. It's Barbed Wire Massacre 3. And I don't get this, man. It's like OVE and Sammy. Isn't Sammy a part of OVE? And it's like versus LAX and Homicide. Isn't Homicide in LAX?
Nah, they get their own names. They're too good for those teams.
Oh yeah, OVE Ohio versus everything, man. Dude, it's literally the same fucking website, dude. Like, well, okay, why do they like seriously? Every picture that they do, it's like this stupid like blue honeycomb background with the wrestler doing like a goofy fucking pose. What the? I clicked on this. I clicked on this EC3 picture, and you know what it leads me to? It goes to Pluto Watch Now. What does that mean? What's Pluto?
I guess that's the people that run the Global Wrestling Network. It's like with New Japan, they have TV Ashi, if you will. I'm fine, really. Laurel Van Ness has a shirt here, white T-shirt. Matt Seidel question everything. Okay, Johnny Impact has a shirt with the sunglasses. Moose Nation, a generic T-shirt. The Essential Bobby Roode collection, one that only 2016. The Essential Samoa Joe collection as well. Ooh, they got an Essential collection of AJ Styles, Eric Young. Chase,
what's this Essential collection? Is it like T-shirts?
No, it's DVDs of AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode, and Eric Young, all for $79.99.
Who the fuck is like, oh, I want to buy that Eric Young collection, man.
Chase,
I gotta get that Eric Young collection. Gotta watch him in World Elite and everything.
Well, Chase, you being a wrong, you're a dirty fanboy, Chase. You gotta know.
No, I'm being dead serious. I'm not paying $7.99. I like no, like wait, like literally like the essential collection, like, oh man, I gotta watch.
You gotta understand. A lot of since these guys are on WWE now, they're milking the shit for. I guarantee you, Ring of Honor.
They really are because these are all WWE
it's
guys.
No different. It's no different than what Ring of Honor did when Bryan left or Seidel left.
Oh yeah, when Punk cut that pipe bomb, man. I can't tell you when Ring of Honor, they're like, hey, you better buy Joe versus Punk and stuff like that.
Yeah, man, you better watch the trilogy.
When do they make these collections? Fucking.
Oh, dude.
Because I have the Essential AJ Styles collection, but man, like I'm not gonna like
honestly, I would buy the Samoa Joe DVD. I would buy the Joe one. I would get the Bobby Roode one, and I'd probably get the AJ. I mean, just for shit to giggles.
You don't have the AJ one yet? I got the AJ one when that shit first came. That was my first. That was my the Essential. Oh my god, dude, that's just terrible, man. Like I just see the Essential Eric Young, man.
I went in with the gamble that I thought, okay, they would come in with the D. Like when I got the brown, because I bought like 4 of them, right? So you kind of
they're gonna put the Essential AJ Styles.
Why would they put the Essential DVD?
Hey, listen, you never know. Okay, you never fucking know. Think about this. Chase had a dirty heel shirt in his brown and his blue back special for the shirts, and so that was something.
Yeah, when they're gone.
Wait, why's that bad?
Not that it's bad, like they actually had like one of the newest shirts in that special. Normally, when they do a blue back special for the shirts, they give you shit from like 2011, 2012.
Dude, what the fuck? The Dirty Heels were like broken up when I got that blue back special.
No, but it's at least a standard. It wasn't like 07 or shit like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, I also got an Ego shirt too.
Word. You still got that Gunner shirt, by the way. You still got that Gunner shirt, by the way.
Oh, the Gunner shirt? Yeah, I got a Gunner shirt. I was pissed. I have a Mr. Anderson and Gunner shirt that I cut up and I used them as workout shirts. It's funny enough, dude, the Gunner shirt, I like when I'm working out, I actually get compliments from people about that shirt. That, hey, dude, I like that shirt. I'm like, oh, thanks. Dude, like, where'd you get it? I was like, oh, I'm being dead serious.
Fame, are you still there, by the way? I think Fame left already. I think he left. All right. Guys, you want to check out Fame Black. Check him out. He's now the social media extraordinaire. Great stuff. Fame Black.
Oh, man. Fucking.
So let's get into Impact, okay? So, guys, you want to call in again. The number's on the screen, 718-473-0813. Call in live here. I realize now that the camera thing is not going to work with me on camera. It's not going to work because the OBS lags and shit like that. So pretty much the secret is I cannot be on camera. Pretty much. It is what it is. Okay,
I'm going to look up we're going to talk about Impact. I'm going to look up these essential collection matches, man, because I just want to know what's in these matches, man. Like if they're even worth it, dude.
So let's talk about the big return, I guess, on their tapings that had this week alone, under the new administration, I guess, of Don Callis and fucking Scott D'Amore as vice presidents of this company. So Austin Aries, AEW made a return. And he beat Eli Drake, in like a minute to become the new Impact champion. Now keep this in mind, all right? This shit was going everywhere, right? That breaking news, former world champion returns, what have you, and then oh my god, to put more cherry on the cake here, to put the cherry on top, new world champion. Now, this is my take, and I did a video on this. Obviously, if you guys can go on, on the channel now, the video's up on the channel. It has over 6,000 views right now and shit. Holy crap. The power of the thumbnail, if you will. The power of the fucking thumbnail. So, you guys are there, right?
I'm there.
Cool. I know Chase is still checking that website. Chase checking that.
No, I'm trying to find these match lists, man. I want to know what they're putting on the Cycle EY Essential list.
Oh, okay. I see all the matches there. You just have to click on the link, and they don't got much matches. They only have 9 hours.
No, not only 9 hours. What the fuck you talking about? Only 9 hours.
They got Team Canada, two Team Canada matches.
Exactly.
Team Canada versus Team 3D. Team Canada versus 3 Live Crew.
So, where was I? So back to it. So, And this got people talking, losing their mind. Oh, Austin Aries back in TNA, and not only that, but he beats Eli Drake in a minute and 20 seconds. Like it was nothing almost. Like it's
he's
nothing.
Austin Aries. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
So I said this in my video. I must say, I know. And first and foremost, if you can notice as well, they are no longer using the 6-sided ring. They're now using the 4-sided ring. Which got a lot of
TNA anymore.
but you gotta understand, like for these people though, holy crap, the 6-sided ring is sacred. The 6-sided ring. And here's the thing about it too, right? I remember 4 years ago, after Hogan and Bischoff left, right? They left around 2013. They left, right? If I'm correct here, they left 2013. They both left and shit.
I don't know.
And when they left, right? They did like a voting poll like a year later. If they want to see the 6-sided ring back, like these people are actually going to vote, no, we don't want to see the 6-sided ring anymore. And shit. Like, come on, really? And they brought back the 6-sided ring at the New Year tapings. Walter, the exact one that you and I went years ago, where Dixie went to the table. Remember that? It was like 4 years ago, dude.
Yes.
Okay.
That was a long ass time ago.
So let's go back from that moment. They've had a 6-sided ring. They had a 6-sided ring for almost 4 years now, right? 3, but we can round up to 4 if you want, okay? And in that time period, okay, they lost 2 TV deals. They lost name talent left and right, and they went to different ownerships like crazy and shit. Look how far y'all got with a 6-sided ring. That was back to 4-sided ring. Keep this in mind. When they went back to the 6-sided ring, I was happy. I was one of those fans that was like, you know what? Good for them. It's their identity. But at the same time now, this roster of Impact is not the same roster of 4 years ago, obviously. A lot of these guys that they're signing are not accustomed to that 6-sided ring. And from numerous interviews that I've heard from a lot of guys over the years, right, it's tough to take bumps on that 6-sided ring. Now, granted, right, when I did my video, I got a PM by one of my friends. He's training to be a wrestler as we speak. And this is what he sent me pretty much, right? I'm going to read some part of the PM here. And this is what he pretty much said. His name is Brandon, by the way. Brandon. Shout out to him, okay? This is what he said in the PM that he sent me. Listening to the video you just uploaded, the 6-sided ring in 2014-2017 is very different from the ring it was when AJ and Joe were there. I talked to Bob Rosen when I went to an event in Portland to be a referee, and it was his ring we built. Bob Rosen worked for TNA, and he redesigned the ring to where the bumps would be a lot easier to take, and I believe him because once the ring we built was done, the ring felt so much better than others I stepped and took bumps in. So, even though, yeah, granted, they made the ring soft or what have you, a lot of people are not accustomed to a 6-sided ring. Okay? That's just the main thing about it. End of the day, listen, things happen. It is what it is. And as far as Aries going to TNA, you know, good for him, I guess, right? At this point in juncture, listen, Impact doing anything just to get people talking. What do y'all think?
Yeah, like that your friend said, the 6-sided ring is probably way more advanced now. And you can tell too because the size was a little bit bigger than like the traditional 6-sided ring. Because 6-sided ring used to be pretty small. Like people don't like underestimate the size of the 6-sided ring and stuff like that. But yeah, man, the 6-sided ring, it's probably much more nicer now to take bumps on. But I feel like they went to the 4-sided ring because maybe it's just more of a convenience scene now. It's more easier for the performers to work 4 sides. And I give credit to those guys that have to adapt so much, man. Like Lashley has to adapt like 5 different fucking rings, man. Just to like
exactly.
You know what I'm saying, man?
Absolutely,
like,
yeah, absolutely.
I give them credit, man. It's because it's not easy to adapt to the ring, man. Like that's why all these like luchadors, it's like always good for them to kind of go and like especially when they go to a company that uses a 4-sided ring, to go practice a little bit outside of that major company inside a 4-sided ring, because like they wrestle in octagons. Like people forget they wrestle 8-sided rings, man. Like they wrestle worse than 6-sided rings. But yeah, it's fine. The 6-sided ring, yes, it was different. Yes, it was something that made them unique and stand out. but we've been down this road before. We've talked to death about the 6-sided ring and everything. You know, like at this point, they got rid of it once before for a 4-sided ring. It's nothing different. You know, it's just like it's sad to say, but it's like they already showed they don't care about that identity. So why should we care that they got rid of it? You know. But as for Aries winning, it's glad to know, man. They can change the ring, they can change the paint, they can change the mascot, they can change the name. But they still do things like TNA does best, man. Whatever the fuck they want.
To be fair,
you can change anything, man.
And I agree with you.
It don't matter
who they are. They're still the same shit. Different name, different ownership, different name. Still the same business practices. I get you on that. And again, we're not taking jabs here. We're not trying to post fun here. We're not. All we're saying is, again, someone like Eli Drake, who is one of their established guys, the last thing you really want to do is, you know, have a guy. You think about Aries right now, right? Austin Aries, because he was in WWE, he's a bigger name now than he was before. He had the rub of WWE, even though he wasn't on the Neville level, what have you, right? But does change the fact that, hey, you don't have him go out there and all of a sudden, boom. And again, we don't know what the storyline is. We don't fucking know what it is, right? For all we know, Chris Adonis or Chris Mordetsky, I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck. To me, he'll always be Chris fucking Masters, okay? Turned heel or turned on Eli Drake. From what I'm hearing now, Eli Drake's going to be a babyface. See what you want. I know a lot of people...
I've always been confused about Eli Drake, man. Like, I don't know if he's a face. I don't know if he's a heel. He's
entertaining. His mic work is top notch. I'm gonna say that right now. Okay, his in-ring ability is there as well. Granted, I'm not saying he's like the greatest thing on earth right now. He's not, but it's just one of those things where I just feel like, you know, good for him, I guess, if you will. I was happy when they gave him the world title. I feel like he deserved it, but again, you know, to have him just drop it to Aries like that, it's like, eh.
But now he lost it.
So like also that came out as well through this shit. Again, listen, Impact, what they're doing, they're just throwing shit on a glass to see what sticks. You know what I mean? At this point in juncture, fuck it, do what you gotta do to make shit work. Hopefully this can help, you know, put eyes back on their product. I don't know if it will or not, but good luck to them if they try. Good luck to them. Reading. So also, I don't know if I caught this or not, but apparently at the tapings, there's been, you know, like on the turnbuckle, they have stickers and shit, right? And one of the stickers was the Twitch logo. So apparently, from what I'm reading here, per 401 Mania, this is what they pretty much said. Impact Wrestling is set to produce new content for Twitch. According to a new report, the PW Insider reports that the company had the streaming service logo on the ring aprons at tonight's tapings, and there's a new deal in place to produce content exclusive to the platform. Twitch has a deal with Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore to see the promotion show their streams, to stream their shows on the service. So people are having the assumption that Impact is moving to Twitch. Period. The way I look at it, it's not that way. It's not that way. If that was the case,
I think it's more like how they used to. You know, they used to have a deal with YouTube where it was like, we'll only show explosion matches on YouTube, type of deal. Like that was like kind of like they didn't have like a legit deal with YouTube, but you know what I'm saying? It was like more of like, hey, if you want to see extra content, go to YouTube. I think it's just more of like, hey, here's more extra content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the way I look at it too,
you catch all the exposed matches there.
Exactly, yeah. And the way I look at it too, this is my take at all. People are saying, "Oh, they're going there now." Here's the thing: if that's the case, you know, wrestling is in the shithole right now. When these companies got to go to, like, you know, digital platform to have their shows.
Wait, why what do you mean a shithole? That's
like, wrestling is not. Think about this, right? The goal is you got to have TV. You got to have television. Right.
What are you talking? But like nowadays, people are talking about how they don't need TV if they have their computers and stuff. I feel Twitch is a good move. Like I don't think it's as a shithole.
No. Listen, it's a good move if they decide to put the pay-per-views there. I'm all for Twitch. The way I would use Twitch if I were them, have it be for their pay-per-views. Straighten their pay-per-views.
They're all pay-per-views. They only have like 2 a year.
Exactly. You know what? Bring in Bound from you know what? Under this new ownership, under the Anthem ownership, they got to bring back Lockdown. They got to bring back a freaking Hardcore Justice.
They do bring back Lockdown, man. You can catch it every Thursday night on Impact.
Yeah, they bring Lockdown as a special for TNA.
Yeah, the TNA fans.
It's good that they don't have a lot of pay-per-views. I wouldn't be watching that shit every month.
No, but at
least
I
actually tune in every time when there's a pay-per-view because I'm like, oh, this is rare. TNA having a pay-per-view, so
I know.
I feel like also too that kind of hurts TNA's buzz. Like I was fine when they just had 4 pay-per-views a year.
Yeah, 4 was good.
Yeah, that was fine. Like there was no problem. But I feel like with 2, with just Slammiversary and Bound for Glory, honestly, dude, I think people forget because like I remember at least when TNA was doing the whole 4 pay-per-views a year gimmick, which lasted like only a year. At least then. People would still tune into the TNA pay-per-views and they would tweet about it. Nowadays, man, you tweet about, oh yeah, I'm watching Impact. These guys it's dead. It's like only the Impact fanboys care about that shit, dude. It's not like anyone else.
Because they're not building up to anything. It's just the next show, which,
Fair enough, man. But again, listen.
Like a lockdown bag. I don't know, Destination X, something, you know.
I get you, but again, if it was just me, I would just use that for pay-per-views as well. Again, I'm not here to come off like I'm shitting on it because I'm not. But I feel like again, I guess the logic amongst these fans, I guess the diehards out there, that the whole thing is leaving Pop TV and going to Twitch. Period.
Oh, there's no way they would leave Pop TV. Like
that's how they make their money.
House of Hardcore is like. They just go to like literally like bingo halls and high school gyms, and they have shows there. TNA is actually going to still legit arenas. You know, as small as they may be, they're still legit arenas. Like you can't tell Universal Studios, yeah, we're gonna film on Twitch TV. How much like shit are you getting paid for to be filming on Twitch TV? You know, that's why they ain't leaving Poop TV. Poop TV is still gonna give them money.
Exactly.
The more they make, wherever they make the most money, they're gonna stay. You know, that's how network deals are done. And that's how WWE is going to probably explore their options once that USA NBC contract is running up.
Yeah, apparently WWE have been talks of them going to Fox Sports.
Fox Sports. My God.
Yeah, Fox. I heard Fox Sports.
They're going to be on FS1.
Maybe so. Who knows?
But how's that going to work, man? They have that deal with ESPN.
Fuck the ESPN deal. They'll be on FS1.
Hey man, if I'm WWE, I'm trying to find out how to get on the Disney Channel.
Word, yeah, get with the mouse.
Oh, yeah.
The fucking mouse, yo.
Hey, the fucking mouse is killing it right now, man. Mickey making all the looks.
That mouse.
If they get a Disney deal, that'd be crazy.
The mouse, yo. Holy shit, that fucking
They'll be on
mouse.
ESPN and everything.
Let's get moved back here. So they also announced, we're about to wrap up, by the way, too. So just keep that in mind. They announced the brackets for the mixed match challenge. You all know that there's that mixed tag team match between Raw versus SmackDown on Facebook. Watch. And here's what I liked about it in a way: the way they made the team. Like they had some like random segment happen, like they filmed it on their phones and shit, and boom, to find out who's your partner. I thought that was pretty cool. The way they revealed Becky's partnership being Sami Zayn, I thought that was cheesy, whatever, but. Pretty much the bracket.
It shows, man, how much these guys look like casual human beings. He was surrounded by fans. They didn't know who the fuck he was. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that shows how bad it was. And everyone's like, oh, he was covered up and everything like that. Even then, man, when he reviewed himself, like people were like freaking out, like, oh, it's Sammy, it's Sammy. They're like, what the fuck's going on here?
Exactly. So let's get here's the bracket, right? You have Balor Banks, Sasha Banks, and Finn Balor. Chase's favorite wrestler, by the way, Finn Balor.
Oh.
Finn Balor and Banks. Ooh.
And they're gonna be facing the team of Shinsuke Nakamura and Natalya. On week 2,
dream matchup.
I know, right? So on week 2.
Oh my god.
So here's the thing: it's for the first 6 weeks are gonna have each week gonna have one match each week, pretty much. So on week 2 is gonna be The Miz and Asuka versus Big E and Carmella. On week 3, on week 3, gonna be Strowman and Alexa Bliss. Yeah, the same Braun Strowman that grabbed the hook and pulled down one of the fucking Trons on Monday. Yeah, that same Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss to take on Sami Zayn and Alexa Bliss. I mean, my bad. Sami Zayn and Becky Lynch.
Oh man, that's bad.
You have Goldust and Alicia Fox, and to go up against the Jey Uso or Jamie, whoever fucking married to Naomi, okay, and Naomi. All right, we have Elias and Bailey versus Happy Rusev Day and Lana, and you have Apollo Crews and Nia Jax on week 6 to go up against Bobby Roode and Charlotte Flair.
Oh man,
this, my friends, is the Mixed Match Challenge. I know.
What do they get out of this?
I don't know. Also, big congratulations to Candice LeRae. She reportedly signed with WWE. So good for her.
I thought they were all been going to sign her.
Well, again, I put it this way. There was talks that Alpha Female was going to sign. And that
but she didn't clear medicals. That's why.
That's why, yeah.
But Candice LeRae, I thought that would be a given for sure.
Yeah, it was gonna happen. But you knew it was gonna happen. You gotta understand, they're not gonna get signed right away. A lot of them, you gotta remember, have like indie.
What about the other ones that were signed right away?
Well, Dakota Kai signed. That's who I know. Bianca Belair was already signed to WWE. Abby Lath was already signed as well prior to being in that tournament. So there's some of the women that were in that tournament that were not signed yet. Like Tessa Blanchard was not even signed. Apparently she's on her way in. Apparently with Ricochet coming up, we'll see where that goes as well. But again, Candice LeRae, good for her. She being brought into NXT. Maybe she'll be involved. Will be a big part in this whole Gargano Ciampa feud. We'll see. Good for them again.
Ciampa's coming back.
Apparently, she's coming back eventually. You have to come back.
Yeah, think about this? I thought that injury was going to be a year long.
So, yeah, dude, it's happened back in November.
It's been a year?
It's been a year already, yeah. Well, it's been a year already.
It has been a year. You're right.
Yeah, whenever that TakeOver ladder match happened in Toronto, that's been a year now, huh?
No, that was Chicago. That was Chicago. TakeOver Chicago.
Oh, so that's not a year, was it?
Yeah, that's not a year.
But I think the plan to have, I don't know, maybe he rehab fast. I don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah, like honestly, too, like all these people too, they're like, oh man, he's gonna come back and screw Gargano all the time. Why? Like I'm tired of these people feuding for not the title, man. Like Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards, they feuded and there was no title. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like it's so stupid, man. Like if you're gonna feud and it's a blood feud and you hate this person, I would want to beat them for the title. I wouldn't want them to like not have the title. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so dumb. Everyone's like, oh no, dude, it shows real Bushido and real Net Piro for no title. Like some feuds don't need the title. Yeah, but if you're a dick heel and you're trying to cost someone a championship, it has to be for a title. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you, and I agree 100%. So there's a possibility that Gargano might win the belt, which honest to God, I like Andrade Cien. It would be a shame to just have him be that transitional champ, which he probably will
That's what he is going to be, because Drew, I don't even think he was supposed to win.
Okay, listen. If that's the case, then he better come up to the main roster after Rumble weekend. If that's the case.
What?
Well, not after Rumble weekend,
so wait,
maybe.
You want Andrade to come up to the main roster after Rumble weekend? We don't know what he's going to do. Oh my God. Dude.
He's going to be a jobber in the fucking roster.
You better give him a spot in the Royal Rumble. Let him get eliminated first.
I mean, it was pretty bad when what's it called? I was asking about him, and I was all like, what's CN Lopez doing now?
CN Lopez.
I like the guy, but I don't know. I feel like Gargano, Philadelphia, that screams he needs to win at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
there's no point for Almas to win at all.
I hear you, man. I agree with you on that too. Also in the news here, big congrats to Christy Hemme. She gave birth to quadruplets this past week.
Jesus Christ, dude. Her and Lance Hoyt's going to have a handful.
Quadruplets?
She's not married to Lance Hoyt. Is she married to Lance Hoyt?
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Oh, man. Lance Hoyt did in that?
Lance Hoyt. I got to check this out, yeah.
I thought I checked it. I thought it was Lance Hoyt. I thought they were thinking.
Christy Hemme. gotta check this out right now. I'm gonna check this out. Christy fucking Hemme.
Like I know they had something with their TNA, their time in TNA together.
Yeah, no, it's someone else, some other dude. I remember now. I remember during the tapings in New York, they fucking, you know, they teased that she was pregnant, but it's not Christy. It's not Lance Hoyt.
Well, I thought it was Lance Hoyt still.
Well, I don't know, but congrats to her. Just think about that. Can you imagine, right? Like, you find out that your girlfriend is pregnant, right? You're having a kid, right? You're happy as fuck. Like, yeah, it's your first kid, what have you. And the next thing you know, oh no, I'm only having one kid, I'm having 3 more. Holy shit, dude. Just think about that for a minute. Yo. Just let that marinate. Like Walter Shaky, I imagine that if your girlfriend were to tell you, hey, I'm pregnant, but we're not having 1 kid. We're having 1 plus 3.
I'll be fine with that. What's wrong with that? That's like a bad thing.
Not that it's a bad thing. Just think about it. Like you're expecting 1 kid. Like, yeah, my first child. Shit, you're expecting.
No, I want twins, man. I want to have twins.
Me too. I want to have a Phil and Lil, boy-girl twin. I want to have.
I don't know if I want to Phil and Lil. Those kids were dumb, man. They were eating worms and shit.
Worms. I don't know. It's funny. I was watching with a couple days ago with my nephew and shit. We were watching the Rugrats with the Walt Thornberry movie and shit. Right? With
Spike. That was terrible when Spike was talking.
Yeah, Spike was talking and shit, and they're like, I want to become a vegetarian. I was laughing my ass off, yo. It was so hilarious, but I mean, again, just that thought, like, wait a minute, you're expecting 1 kid, then you find out, oh shit, we're getting more kids. Fuck. You better hope your job gives you a fucking raise. You better hope they give you part of the property. I'm just saying, okay? But again, in all seriousness, congrats to Christy Hemme. 4 kids, awesome as hell. Awesome to know. They all came out healthy, so there you go with that. What we're gonna get into is one more thing I forgot here. Apparently as well, the big news came out that Matt Hardy and the people at Anthem have come to terms. I don't know if you heard about that, right? There's a picture that was leaked on Twitter of both Matt Hardy and Ed Nordholm. They took that selfie, like Triple H does with all the new NXT guys that they signed, pretty much. You guys saw it, right?
Yeah. No, I didn't.
You guys didn't see the picture?
No, well, I didn't know that they're still feuding. I thought now that I still seeing the Woken character on my TV that they were all good.
So this is what I got here pretty much. So prepare for some wonderful news because Matt and Jeff Hardy are once again able to use their characters from the Broken Universe without fear of a lawsuit. As we previously reported, Impact president Ed Nordholm had stated the company was working to amend old contract agreements in an effort to give wrestlers more ownership over their characters, and now he lived up to his word. Sources said the two have finally came to a mutual agreement and allowed the Hardy brothers to utilize their Broken Universe characters in the future. However, terms of the agreement are still unclear. After the things were made official, Matt tweeted a photo of him and Ed Nordholm, caption saying, and quote, "I am thrilled to proclaim that we have acquired new allies on our side of the hashtag the Great War." Adding, Nordholm and the Owl of Anthem have revealed themselves as the majestic beings who stand on the side of the light. The light always emerges. Hashtag Woken Warrior. Everything is capacity and wonderful. Pretty much. That's pretty much what happening. So pretty much, I guess I'm granted, yeah, you're hearing woken, and I'll be honest with you guys, this is just me, of course. I could give 2 fucks about this character now in WWE.
I told you it's the same shit that happened in TNA. No one cared about it. He was asking Tyrus to attack Brother Nero. He was dressing up.
You know what it is? It's like, okay, even if the character never came, granted, Matt needed the character. Let's be real, but with Matt being gone, Matt wasn't doing shit, okay? See, I was teaming up with Jason Jordan, and Jason Jordan being less awkward as fuck in the ring, right, on the mic. But the point of the matter is, like, yo, he needed this character. He needed the broken gimmick, what have you. And I don't know, maybe because it's Bray, You know what I mean? And just the whole silly bullshit they're doing right now is corny as fuck. But again, who's to say that this is need feud going? I don't fucking know. But really, to be honest, I never lost sleep. I would have never lost sleep, period, if the gimmick were to come in or not, if you ask me. What about you guys? You know, Walter, Chase?
I just want to see Matt Hardy have fun. He's doing that. That's going to be fine. Like I said, as long as it's a mid-card gimmick, it'll do well.
Walter? I think Walter, your mic's muted, by the way. I guess.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I did mute it by accident. But with Matt Hardy, yeah, I mean it's relevancy to him because he has that Woken gimmick, and that's something, you know. I mean, it is against Bray. Maybe that's why a little bit. Nothing against Bray. I just I don't know. I find it a little corny too with this feud right now, but. We'll see down the road. Maybe he'll have a better feud with someone else, hopefully. But for now, you know, at least it's getting him on TV, you know.
Man, but this picture, though, him and Ed Norholm, it literally, it doesn't even...
Yeah, I just saw it right now.
It literally makes any Triple H photo, it makes every Triple H photo with all the signing that they got from NXT look so Bush League, yo. Move aside, Triple H, yo. This should be the new fucking caption, yo, for every time they sign someone to NXT. This should be the new, like, you know what? You know what Ed Norholm should do, yo. Every time someone leaves TNA, he should do a picture with them, just like that, yo, for real. Just imagine that, yo. Him with EC3 side by side picture and shit when he's about to leave Impact. I'm just saying, okay. But moving right along here, we're about to wrap up the show. The Bullet Club are officially making their all-in show coming up. They finally have a date. So you guys remember a couple weeks ago, they were teasing a big show, a venue, what have you, a venue that would fit 10,000 people. And apparently we have a date, September the 1st. It's called All In. That's the name of the event, All In. And keep this in mind, you know, Cody, the Young Bucks, I think even Kenny Omega. I could be wrong on that part, but they're funding this whole thing. So this is not like a Ring of Honor thing. This is not a New Japan thing. It's just them on their own budget, if you will. There's no venue being decided yet, by the way. In case you're wondering, there's a venue right now? No, there isn't. All we know is September the 1st.
It's probably going to be outside somewhere.
I don't know. I mean, listen, apparently they're going to announce where it's going to be located in one of their upcoming episodes of Being the Elite, which is their YouTube series. It is what it is. But again, listen, if they're able to make this shit work, pull this shit off, that'll be awesome. I still feel like, again, they need some big names here. Maybe if Bryan does leave WWE, why the hell not? If they were to somehow convince CM Punk to come out of retirement, which I doubt they will, but again, you never fucking know. But we'll see where this goes. What do you guys think, by the way? What do you guys think about this?
Oh, which one are we talking about? The one show?
Yeah, the all-in show. It's not a New Japan thing, not a Ring of Honor thing. It's them making their own super show on their own budget, if you will.
I think it's cool. I think it's a very good aspiration by these young individuals. I don't know how successful it's going to be, but it all depends on who they get, you know?
Exactly. Absolutely.
Interesting show indeed. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't really know what's gonna happen, who they're gonna get. I'm just curious to see how they could pull this off.
Absolutely. But we'll see. Again, if they get big names on this show, that'd be awesome. You know, maybe the likes of a CM Punk, or you know, but we'll see where that goes. I know.
Streaming live on YouTube.
I know. It could be. You never. I'm not saying this shit could be on pay-per-view now. Fuck no. There'd probably be on some, you know, maybe on Twitch with Impact. I don't fucking know.
Why not iPay-per-view? Come on.
Do they still do iPay-per-view? They still do iPay-per-views,
I have no idea.
No. Just call Grim. Live on YouTube and shit for $2. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Nah, I'm good.
Also, before we wrap up the show, the big news apparently as well, Triple H has been talking with Ronda Rousey's agent. So there's been talks of potentially having Ronda maybe be in the Rumble. Remember, there were talks of Ronda may not be in the match because she's filming a movie in Colombia. at the time when this shit was gonna take place. So everything is possible now. I'm not saying she's gonna win it, but not be surprised she actually wins it. Not be fucking surprised. Anything that we have not covered that you guys want to cover before we wrap up the show, guys? Anything you guys want to,
No, we covered everything, man.
Pretty much,
You
yeah.
definitely covered everything, like literally everything.
I know.
I think.
Yeah, last week it was last week it was New Japan heavy, right? I know that. I know for a lot of people, like, what the fuck, man? Again, that was 1 week of the year, all right? But thank you all for tuning in live. If you listen to this podcast, also on the playback, also on other platforms, iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google Play Music, you guys can download on the go. You can follow the T-Mail Podcast on Twitter at T-Mail Podcast. Thank again all of you to tune in live this week. There are also those that are listening on the playback. You can follow me on Twitter at Heel Steven. If you're on this channel right now, hit that sub button down below. We are almost at 1450 subscribers on this channel. 50 subs away. We're now at 1,449. All right, 51 subs away from 1,500. Let's get there, guys. All right, let's make it happen. All right, and again, follow me on Twitter at Heel Steven. Okay, cuz.
Yep, check me out on my Twitter at Walter, and keep checking out this podcast because, like I said, you said New Japan heavy last week. This week we covered everything. We didn't cover New Japan, but that was last week. We literally covered everything this week, so we don't have to hear any complaints about any biases or anything. So you can always check this podcast out every week.
There you go. All right, Chase, take us home, brother.
You guys can follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68, YouTube.com/ChaseOliver. I put up a new video. Batista should win the Rumble. That's all I got to say.
He's coming back?
Batista coming back?
I wish, man.
I heard he would come back under a full-time deal.
Okay, there we go. Batista, Big Dave, yo. It's been us, guys. We'll be back this week for more. This has been the Team Up Podcast. And we are out like Janice Titties, mother flowers. Beep boop boop beep boop 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 beep boop beep boop beep
man.
Beep boop beep 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 beep.
I heard you be out like Janice.
You got the outro again.
No, we're still on the air, by the way. Boop boop beep beep boop boop beep boop beep boop beep boop. I'm trying to talk like a fucking alien and shit, like Mr. Krabs and episode of SpongeBob. Beep boop 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 beep boop beep boop beep boop boop boop. And we're out like Janice Titties.